Hi again, we're back with another Pilates exercise. Today we're going to take a look at the saw. Now the saw stretch, and I know the name sounds really intense, but it's actually a nice stretch for your lower back. You need to be careful about this exercise though, because you're probably going to stretch a muscle that you've never stretched before. So there is a possibility that you can overstretch. I'm going to show you a couple variations so that you can actually find one that feels good for your body. So you always want to train in Pilates to the point where it feels maybe a little difficult, but you're able to do the movement and there's no pain involved. So take a look in your body, take a listen and see how your body feels with this stretch, okay? So let's get started. You're gonna sit on your mat in a long sit position. That means your legs are out in front of you. If your hamstrings are too short and tight and they don't feel good in this position, keeping your knees straight on the floor, you can actually give yourself a slight bend in your knees to release that position or to release that tightness in your hamstrings. But if you can, go ahead and sit straight. You are going to activate your powerhouse like we always do. So belly button pulled in tight, pelvic floor muscles are engaged and pulled up. And you want to try to keep that throughout the entire exercise. Now, we are going to do two totally different variations depending on the area on your back that you want to stretch. To stretch the lower area in your back, I'm going to give you this first variation. So what you're going to do is you are going to go to the left side of your body with your upper body. So you're going to fold over that left leg. Now, go as far as you can where you feel a slight stretch in your hamstrings, but you're able to hold on to your leg. So this could be by your knee for some of you, this could be by your calf, by your ankle, and for others of you, you can go all the way down to your feet. So find that position that's comfortable where you can feel a slight stretch, but not too much. Here's the kicker. This is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna wanna pull my entire right leg behind me. So I'm gonna slide that leg and shorten it out behind me. Did you guys see that? So I'm gonna pull that leg behind me. Now, as I've done that, I've kind of lifted a little bit off the floor with that butt cheek. You wanna push that side back down into the floor. And now I can already feel it stretching a little bit in my lower back. Here's the other part of this exercise. So I've pulled my right leg back. I'm holding on to my left leg. I want to lift up that right shoulder and try to look under my right arm. So I'm going to lift and look under. And as I look under, I'm going to get this nice deep stretch kind of above my pelvis. It's called the quadratus muscle. It's a really important muscle to stretch every time to time, especially people that have lower back pain. So I'm gonna lift that shoulder and look under that arm. The entire time though, keeping my powerhouse engaged, don't forget. Okay, so I'm gonna come up. We're gonna do the same side again. So I'm gonna go over my left leg, hold on to that left leg as far forward as I can, keeping my powerhouse nice and tight. I'm gonna try and pull back that other leg, so my right leg. If you can't pull that right leg back, don't worry about it. I'm going to lift my right shoulder up and look under my right arm. And you're gonna stay here for 8 seconds, okay? Now, if you can't get that leg back, or you're not sure if you feel the correct stretch, here's a modification to do. This is actually makes the exercise a little bit easier and you can feel it a little bit better. So I'm still gonna go to my left side, as far forward as I can, hold on somewhere on that leg, and I'm actually gonna pull this leg up. So I'm gonna set my foot on the floor, keeping my knee kind of by my right shoulder. So this is the right leg. Instead of pulling it back, I'm gonna set it up. Now I'm gonna do the same thing. Lift that right shoulder, look under that right arm, and now I'm gonna feel that nice deep stretch back in my lower back. 8 seconds, come up, breathe, take a breath in, and relax. Let's try that to the other side. So I'm gonna go down to my right leg, hold on anywhere on that lower leg, knee, calf, ankle, foot. I'm either going to pull my left leg back out behind me or set it up. Whatever is easiest for you, whatever you feel the most comfortable doing. Now I'm gonna lift that left shoulder and try to look underneath that left arm, keeping my powerhouse activated. Nice, slow breath. Inhale, exhale into the stretch. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Okay, so that's for your lower back. Now there is a possibility to stretch over your shoulder blades towards your upper back. And this one we're gonna do sitting nice and tall. So this is the classical way to do the saw stretch. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna twist to one side with my upper body, and with my hand, I'm gonna karate chop or saw off my little toe. Then I'm gonna come back up to the middle and do the same thing on the other side. So I'm gonna twist, saw off that little toe, come up, and relax. Now, as I'm doing that, I'm going to pull back this other leg again. So it's up, powerhouse, inhale. I'm gonna turn towards my left side, try to saw off my left toe and pull that right leg back. So I'm going forward to my left side and my right leg is going behind me. And then I'm gonna come up, inhale, and exhale. Now to deepen that stretch, I'm gonna hold on to my foot or hold on to my leg. So I'm gonna twist now to my right side. If you can't go all the way to your toe, just kind of put your hand underneath your right leg. That's your left hand under your right leg. We're gonna go all the way far forward, and then we're going to pull the other leg back. And as I pull the other leg back, I'm gonna hold on, and this gets a nice stretch behind my shoulder blade. Then I'm gonna come back up, inhale, and exhale. Let's switch sides one more time so you can see it from this side. I'm gonna go to my left, put my hand somewhere along my leg. If I can get to my foot, I can get to my foot, that's fine. I'm gonna pull the other leg back, and as I pull this other leg back, I get a nice deep stretch throughout my shoulder blade. Come back up, inhale, and exhale. So one more variation, we're gonna deepen that stretch even further. Inhale, arms come up, turn to one side, I'm gonna go forward, hands on my foot, pulling that left leg back, and now I'm gonna put my hands on the floor and deepen that stretch further. I'm gonna go as far forward as I can. This is a nice long exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale down. So you can play around with any one of these variations. Remember, practice the Pilates positioning which you feel is right for you, where it feels good. Your body's gonna love you for it. Have a great day. Bye.